think they were going to fire her. So because she did come in late eventually, but she was a hard ass worker. She showed them. You could see it. Anyway. So yeah.
Well, a job like Burger King or something like that, you know, if you can't get something else, okay. But I'm saying, like, while you work at a Burger King, Taco Bell, Walmart, any of these places, you're supposed to steal everything you can and sell it on the street. That's all I'm trying to tell you. If you don't believe me, okay, you see what happened to this girl. This girl working and trying to do the whole thing by herself, and they still played her. Yep. Them companies are never going to let you get on your feet. You're going to work till you die. You might as well sell a box of Whoppers to the streets.
What's up? This bruh, man, from the fifth floor. I just want you to know that you watching You Just Got Juiced reactions. Don't forget, you got the juice now.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy You Just Got Juice, and we are back at it again for another live reaction video. And if this is your first time here on my channel, let me just say thank you very much for checking out this small channel and helping me grow, as we just started doing this in January as of this year. That was my New Year's resolution, and for the first time in my life I actually stuck to it and been trying to upload videos daily ever since then. We are currently on our way to surpass 5,000 subscribers in such a short time. So just wanted to say thank you guys before I started the video, and just to give you a quick rundown on what this channel is about. Here on this channel, I like to look at certain topics and just give my opinion, with that knowing like we all come from different parts of the earth and we all have different beliefs and we all see things in a different eye. So with that being said, I like to just give my opinion based upon my surroundings and how I was brought up, and I like to get y'all opinions down in the comment section so I can see how y'all feel about this, because you know it's a lot of debating in the world, but it's not a lot of discussion. So I like to just discuss things over here and just to kind of give y'all an insight on why I feel the way I do about it. So without further ado, we're gonna dive into this. Apparently this woman was been working at Burger King by herself, and apparently she got fired. So we're going to figure out why and what Corey has to say about this. So without further ado, let's get started with today's video. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting on? All right, just right down there. Let's go.
In Florida. So moving on real quick. I don't know if you guys were able to catch that one story about a month or so ago about an employee who was in Burger King and she was working the entire facility by herself. I don't know if you guys caught that. Yeah, a switch.
Yeah, I never seen that story. Let me see if I can find a video on that one real quick.
Y'all need to get her some help up in here because she busted her behind. She's doing everything she needs to do to make sure everybody is okay up in here.
In this TikTok video, you can see Hamilton working by herself, and thousands of people on social media had questions.
I finally got help today, and she been here since 11 o'clock. She about to close with us at 11, so we just ain't got no employees. Nobody want to work no more.
Hamilton says she's doing it all for her children and thanks her manager.
Why is the media there, and why is she talking to the media?
For giving her the job.
I wouldn't have no job because I do have a record, and it's hard to find a job with a record. And by grace of God, she gave me a job, so that's the only reason why I stayed for her.
Okay, I'm gonna speak because I work in the restaurant industry. I'm not sure what part of town that is, but I'm gonna assume that it probably was just one person because it was slow. Or she's probably the general manager and somebody called out, and it's probably not that many people working at that small town But I could be wrong. Like if it's a busy location, then hey, then I shut up about that. But depending on the location, if it's real slow, that could have just been her working a double that day. And then also, if you are the general manager, then that's your responsibility. Now, if you're not the general manager and you're just a regular manager, then no, I wouldn't be doing that. Like, no. So, but let's continue.
Single mom who went viral for running one of its restaurants alone was fired.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask to be famous.
Nikia Hamilton was filmed working every station at a South Carolina Burger King for 12 hours straight.
Y'all need to get her some help up in here because she busted her behind. She's doing everything she needs to do to make sure everybody is okay up in here. And it's only one person. Look, nobody. Because nobody want to work no more.
The video exploded online and many called her America's hardest working woman, but soon after, Hamilton says she was fired. She explained it was because she was late to shifts while caring for her 3 kids.
And again, I'm already laughing because again, I work in the restaurant industry. When I was in my 20s, I ran a TGI Fridays by myself because it was like a snowstorm in DC and nobody could get there, and I was in the area and I ran that whole motherfucker by myself, and because I never forget it. And because that's why I was even impressed. And then I mean, like, we had the manager there, he was in the kitchen cooking. So, but again, it's not a Burger King, it's a TGI Friday, so it's bigger obviously than a Burger King. But yeah, man. And then I remember just working nonstop. But now that I'm a manager now, and I know how we got to adjust the schedule because of labor. And then so like if you got a manager of the store and then your sales ain't forecasted to make that much for that day, then you're going to schedule light, or depending on the company, then that manager is going to have to work. I worked plenty of jobs where I had to open and close the store down because it was just so slow, and like the company was so tight on pennies that we couldn't bring nobody in. So I'm speaking from my experience. So, everybody else will not feel the way I, feel or see how I see it. But that's why I'm giving y'all I'm trying to break it down for y'all, stuff like that. So like when they say like she is the hardest working person in America, I'm like, now if it was like more people, so the person that was recording that footage, if I were to see like 15 people online or something like that, only thing I seen on that printer was just 2 receipts. And if it's a burger and some fries, it take about 4 minutes to cook the fries. And man, if it's a slow establishment, they're gonna cook the fries fresh every time. So then, like, that's why you're gonna have to wait. Because I just went from out of town, and then I went to a Popeyes, and it took me like 25 minutes just to get some chicken, and there was only like 4 people in line, and they had like. And again, like I was in Tennessee or something like that. So I mean, look, it's different for each. But honestly, that's what I think it probably was. I'm thinking it probably was a slow restaurant, and they probably was like either somebody called out, and it probably was only 2 people scheduled, the manager and somebody else, or it probably was slow enough to where they only needed the manager to just work. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm only speaking from my experience being in the restaurant.
But Evergreen fired me because I've been late because of my kids, bro. My kids come first. And now when y'all gonna watch my kids? Y'all don't pay for no babysitter, no nothing.
Burger King said in a statement that no worker should ever be left alone to run a restaurant and blame the staffing failure on a franchisee. They confirmed Hamilton was let go for repeated lateness, but stressed they couldn't comment further on personal matters.
Well, yeah, because it's not Burger King's fault. There's nobody else there. If you the manager, if she is the manager, then you should have made sure somebody was scheduled to be there. If you're not the manager, then look, you just do your shift, and then look, if you're going to be slow, like if you're not the manager, then where's the manager at? Like who opened the store? Who going to close the store? So it's either she is the manager and if she scheduled somebody called out, which you should try to get somebody in to cover your shift or that shift. Or if you're not the manager, then you could need to call corporate and it'd be like, hey, I'm getting work like this, blah blah blah, and get whoever worked there fired or record it and like call HR. That's how you do it. So You know, but then Burger King is getting the negative attention now. And again, it wasn't her fault, but she shouldn't have done it. She shouldn't have never did no interviews with the news, because they have them statements like when you get hired, it's in the fine print. But if you don't read it, you're not gonna know. But me being a manager, every job I go to is like a social media like page where you got to read, where you can't you can't just wear your work clothes and then do social media and stuff like that, because you are still representing the company. So she probably wasn't aware of that. So when the people came up to her, she probably just talking and again, it probably wasn't even intentional, but she didn't know. So, but Burger King see that, and then like now is you getting all this negative attention online, and people like, oh, the hell with Burger King, I don't want to eat there, and so like they had to fire her. It's just a business decision. But again, she also got the money raised off GoFundMe, and even though she said she didn't want to be famous, like, man, take that blessing, do what you need to do, and pay your bills, and then now now when you crying, you about to get more money. So just thank God, and shush, and not to be rude, shut the fuck up, take your money, do what you need to do, invest, and find your next job. Take care of your kids. Put some money towards your kids' college fund. You made $40,000 over the first GoFundMe. Now the second one is at $100,000. Do what you need to do. Be smart. Like, don't cry. Like, what the hell you crying for, man? You got that $40,000 was probably gonna be more than you would have made at Burger King anyway. It's like the manager of Burger King is probably only making $55,000. So just, come on, man. Like,
I'm trying to keep pushing for my kids. I cannot do this no more. I cannot.
Despite losing her job, support poured in. A GoFundMe raised over $100,000 for Hamilton, with thousands saying she deserved help, not punishment, after keeping the restaurant afloat by herself.
I don't know if you guys caught that. A sweet woman, and she was there because she said, I have to make money for kids. She has a couple of jobs. She's only 25.
How's she look?
Well, now they fired her.
Why they fire her?
Because she was late. But here's the thing. Nobody showed up. She was literally running the thing by itself. And it was a fluke because a lady that went to buy food witnessed it. So she secretively recorded her, right? And posted this. So it wasn't like it was made up. A woman did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it went viral. But anyway, if you want to support her, they ended up eventually firing her, which was so sad, because if you looked at it, because she didn't know the lady was filming her, and she put it up on TikTok.
Well, what did they film her for again?
Because the lady couldn't believe that she was doing it. She was all by herself. One person in the entire restaurant. She showed up. All the employees, nobody else showed up. And instead of her closing it, she felt, and she did it for a long time. She did it all day, and then they ended.
Again, if she's a general manager, then that's her role. If she's not the general manager, she didn't have to do that. She could have called HR, recorded, got the person fired, or like she could have sued. She should have been making like documentation. So yeah,
ended up firing. Not that day they didn't fire her. They let her proceed, and people were actually, big up in her and sending her money. Where can we send you some money? And they ended up firing her. I didn't think they were going to fire her.
She talked to the press.
She did come in late,
and the press. She invited the press
she was
back.
A hard-ass worker.
The person recording is one thing, but after you blaming Burger King and talking to the news, and then the news is in there recording you, man, we already knew she's. But the writing was on the wall, man.
You could see it. Anyway, so yeah.
Writing was on the wall.
A job like Burger King or something like that. If you can't get something else, okay.
You better take what
I'm saying, like, while you work at a Burger King, Taco Bell, Walmart.
Hopefully she took some Whoppers or something.
You supposed to steal everything you can and sell it on the street. That's all I'm trying to tell you. If you don't believe me, okay, you see what happened to this girl.
I ain't never do it. I was, always had good jobs, but I had plenty of friends that worked in jobs when we was young. Like, I had a friend that worked in Hollywood Video. He used to take all the Xbox games, and he had all the new DVDs. Had a friend that worked in the Giant. He used to come home with the wings, the hot wings, and all the hot potato wedges and stuff like that. Had a friend that worked in the ice cream joint. He used to come home with pints of ice cream. I mean, it was just something like teenagers did because you wasn't getting paid that much anyway, and then they're gonna fire you. So like, you know, like job like that don't really care about you. So yeah, when you that young, not saying that it's right. I ain't never do it, and I don't encourage people to do it. But again, if you do it, I mean, look, man, it is what it is, man.
This
She
girl
was
working
true to it, yeah.
and trying to do the whole thing by herself, and they still played up.
Yeah.
Them companies are never gonna let you get on your feet. You're gonna work till you die. You might as well sell a box of Whoppers to the streets.
In Columbia, South Carolina. So if anybody wants to contribute to Keanu Labelle or Label.
Damn, they fired her. That's
Yeah,
cold.
so-
They didn't have no.
Well, yeah, because she was late. He talking about the kids. It's not the job responsibility to make sure you got a babysitter to watch your kids. You have to be there on time. You know how many people I had to fire because they was late? Like nobody likes firing people. We try to work with people, but we got bosses we got to report to too. And then when people start noticing that, well, XYZ always late, how come you don't ever write her up, but you always on me because I'm late? Like, we got to be fair to everybody, man. Like, yeah, people got issues. Being late a couple of times is okay, but clearly the guy said she been late repeatedly, man. Like, come on, man. Like, and like people, and like a lot of first time people to get jobs, or a lot of young parents try to use that for an excuse, and then try to take advantage of that. And like, trust me, I know, man. So like, you gotta learn sometime. Like, it's a job. You gotta be there on time. Report on time.
Nobody else
And
working.
she was, man, when you see that, you're like, man, she's doing,
She
she
gotta
said
take
she
them.
liked her job. She's a hard worker. She did that, and she just felt the
She
need to keep
young.
going. Yeah, bless her heart.
She gonna really be
25.
bitter now.
No, well, they're folks are helping her out. So if you're
She
able
got the
to reach
NFL
out to
face too. That's gonna be cold on her.
Yeah, buddy.
She like Terrell
Really
Suggs.
hustle now, goddamn.
She got that Terrell Suggs syndrome.
Oh
man.
damn, that's
Cold
bad.
Anyway, but if you guys want to, look her up online and help her out.
I'm gonna help her
Marvin
out.
Sapp
There
and
you
drag.
go. Yeah.
Close the door.
3 kids. She's doing it all on her own.
They
25.
need to hire Umar at that motherfucker.
Oh, speaking of Umar, the word of the
Like, yeah, man, she good, man. She better take that GoFundMe and invest in stock, invest in her children, and do what she need to do. Don't be another stupid black person just blowing your money, man. Like, you already had 100,000. I'm pretty sure she probably got more now. And again, the money she made off this GoFundMe is more than she ever would have made at Burger King in a year. I'm trying to tell you, you probably making about 55,000 as a manager if she was the manager. So don't forget that. So like I said, she's good, you know. But that's all I got to say today. Leave your comments down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all again next time. And don't forget, you got the juice now, and we are out of here. Boo-doo, boo, boo, boo.